Before we begin, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel because the mystery you're about to hear is one of the darkest legends in pirate history. For centuries, sailors whispered about the cursed treasure of Captain William Kidd, one of the most feared and controversial pirates who ever lived. A fortune in gold, silver, jewels, and exotic artifacts hidden somewhere along the Atlantic coast. But this treasure wasn't just lost. It was said to be protected by a deadly curse, a curse that destroyed anyone who tried to claim it. And the strangest part, many of those deaths are documented. Captain Kidd wasn't supposed to be a pirate. He began his career as a privateer, a sort of government-sanctioned pirate, hired by England to hunt down other pirates and French ships. He was a respected sea captain, a family man from New York. But in the vastness of the Indian Ocean, the lines between privateer and pirate became blurred. His crew grew restless, demanding bigger prizes. The turning point came when he seized the Quedig Merchant, a massive Armenian ship sailing under a French pass, loaded with treasures from the Mughal Empire. The haul was astronomical gold, silver, silks, and jewels worth millions in today's money. But this act sealed his fate. The ship had powerful English and Mughal connections, and overnight, Captain Kidd went from a celebrated hero to a wanted criminal. The British Crown, which had once sponsored him, now branded him a pirate and ordered his capture. Realizing the danger, Kidd sailed for the American colonies, hoping to clear his name. Before it did, he allegedly hid the vast majority of his treasures somewhere safe. And as the legend goes, he placed a powerful curse upon it, declaring that no man of wicked heart shall ever hold it. That curse became the beginning of a deadly, centuries-long legend. Now, this next part isn't just a story. It's 100% real and historically proven. In 1699, before surrendering to authorities in Boston, Kidd sailed his ship to Gardiner's Island, off the coast of New York. There, he met with the island's owner, John Gardiner, and buried a portion of his treasure. This wasn't the main hoard, but a smaller chest containing gold dust, silver bars, and jewels. He left it as a sort of insurance policy, leaving behind detailed hints that a much larger stash was hidden elsewhere along the coast. The treasure on Gardiner's Island was later recovered by authorities and used as evidence against him at his trial. But the rest of it, the main prize from the Quedig Merchant, has never been found. What happened to it? That's where the curse truly begins. The first people who went searching for Kidd's lost treasure did not return. Shortly after Kidd's execution, a team of 3 treasure hunters set out for Block Island, a place Kidd was known to have visited. They were never seen again. Their boat eventually washed. Their supplies were untouched, their tools still on board. But the men had vanished without a trace. No bodies were ever found. Locals whispered that they had been the first to awaken the curse. Decades later, in 1802, another crew began digging on the Massachusetts coast. Following a crudely drawn map, they reported hearing strange whispers coming from underground as they dug. Hours into their work, one member suddenly collapsed and died. The coroner found no clear cause of death. The others, terrified, abandoned the site immediately, convinced the treasure was protected by a supernatural force. Throughout the 19th century, mysterious maps began to appear, each claiming to lead to Kidd's fortune. Some were sold for incredible sums. Others were found tucked away in old sea chests or passed down through families of Kidd's original crew. But every expedition that followed these maps seemed to end in disaster. Treasure hunters reported sudden, inexplicable illnesses striking down their healthiest members. Bizarre accidents plagued their efforts. Stools would break, ropes would snap, and tunnels would collapse at the worst possible moments. Some stories even told of men disappearing in the middle of the night. A common and frustrating phenomenon was the treasure pit suddenly filling with seawater, as if the ocean itself wanted to keep the treasure hidden. Over and over again, explorers abandoned the search, not because they couldn't find it, but out of sheer fear. The legend grew, and sailors began to believe that Kidd didn't just bury his treasure. They said he left behind a guardian, a supernatural entity, or perhaps the restless spirit of a crewman he murdered to keep the location secret. This is a classic pirate trope, but the witness accounts are eerily consistent. Multiple diggers at different locations and in different centuries claim to see the same things. A dark, tall figure watching them from the trees, just at the edge of their firelight. Flickering, unexplained lights hovering above the ground where the treasure was supposedly buried. A heavy shadow moving against the wind. And most unsettling of all, voices whispering warnings on the breeze. One 19th century journal from a failed expedition described the guardian as a tall man with no face, standing silently where no footsteps could be made. Whether it was myth, mass hysteria, or a genuine paranormal event, the stories were all the same. The hunt for kids' treasure isn't just a thing of the past. In 2015, the world held its breath. A team of divers off the coast of Madagascar, near the site where the Quebec merchant was believed to have sunk, found something incredible. A 50-kilogram silver bar, which they claimed was part of Captain Kidd's legendary hoard. The discovery made international news. It seemed the curse had finally been broken. But just weeks later, a UNESCO investigation delivered a stunning blow. Experts analyzed the bar and revealed it wasn't silver at all. It was 95% lead. A worthless forgery. This only made the mystery deeper. Why would someone go to the trouble of forging a useless lead bar and hiding it on a centuries-old shipwreck? Who placed it there? Was it a modern hoax, or was it an ancient decoy, meant as a warning to anyone else who came looking? So, after more than 300 years, where could this cursed treasure be? Researchers and seasoned treasure hunters believe Kidd's greatest fortune, the one worth millions, could lie hidden in one of a few key locations. The first is Oak Island, Nova Scotia, home to the infamous Money Pit, a site already linked to a supposed curse and multiple deaths. Another prime location is Rhode Island, where Kidd was known to have associates and where many strange, abandoned tunnels have been found. And finally, some believe the treasure never left the Caribbean and is hidden on a remote, forgotten island. Each of these locations is tied to its own history of strange disappearances, failed expeditions, and tales of ghostly guardians, and each one seems connected, somehow, to Captain Kidd's curse. So, what do you think? Did Captain Kidd truly curse his treasure, leaving a supernatural guardian to protect it for all time? Or did these unfortunate searchers fall victim to the greed, paranoia, and natural dangers that come with an obsessive hunt for gold? Let me know your theory down in the comments. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more real, unexplained mysteries. Thanks for watching.